Hello and welcome to CBN4's Primetime News. I am Sheena Harry. Recently appointed Secretary General of the Commonwealth, Baroness Patricia Scotland, says good governance is high on her agenda of issues to be focused on during her tenure.
We have big issues across the world, but particularly in the Commonwealth countries are developing and affected by issues of corruption, because we now have trillions of dollars being skimmed off, which affect poor, vulnerable people. I think there's an opportunity for us to share best practice, to look at what works, and enabling us together in partnership to collaborate to make a difference.
Scotland said she will also focus on domestic violence, citing that 1 in every 3 women in the world is affected by domestic violence, the greatest cause of morbidity in women and girls.
When I was working on this issue in the United Kingdom, I was able to create an approach which worked to reduce domestic violence by 64%. Now, I want to do that for every country in the Commonwealth. Can you imagine how much better our world would be if we reduced the violence? In the UK, it was 1 in 4 women, 1 in 6 men, but it affected 750,000 children. Now, those children are going to be affected for the rest of their lives.
According to Scotland, the issue of domestic violence is not unique to the Commonwealth, but the world. Labour market observations conducted by Discover Dominica Authority revealed a dire shortage of skilled, experienced and certified labor in the area of commercial food preparation available to hotels and restaurants. Discover Dominica Authority, the DDA, recently hosted an award ceremony to mark the end of the project, as well as to honor the achievement of 4 master trainers who successfully completed the CVQ Level 4 in training and development. The successful participants are trained teachers in the areas of food and nutrition from the Dominica Grammar School, Grand Bay Secondary School, and the Ministry of Education. They are Joanne Durant, Florence Julius, Abraham Durant, and Sophie Henderson. At this level, the master trainers are able to train workers in the area of commercial food preparation to international standards, thereby providing a more competitive Dominican workforce. The death of Byron Williams, 51 of Salisbury, has been recorded as the first homicide for the new year. Pelham John Baptist has this report.
Williams, who sustained an injury to his upper left forearm, was pronounced dead about 8:45 p.m. on Friday, the 1st of January 2016, at the Salisbury Health Center by a medical doctor.
John Baptist added that 2 individuals are in police custody in relation to the investigations. Anyone with information can assist the police with the investigations is asked to contact the Criminal Investigations Department at telephone numbers 767-266-5164, 266-5165, and 266-5119, or via Crime Stoppers Dominica at telephone number 1-800-8477. A bouillon music competition is one of the new features for this year's Carnival activities. The show, carded for January 28, 2016 from 8 p.m. will comprise of 7 to 15 participants. The first ever bouillon competition will offer cash prizes and awards in the amount of 21,000 EC dollars. Shawan Andre, who's logistic coordinator for the Bouillon Monarch competition, says the show is geared at promoting the bouillon music on a regional and international level.
The main focus of the show is to grow the bouillon music. Some of you may have traveled maybe to other Caribbean islands. You may have been subject to, you may be in a Caribbean party or whatever, and you know the the DJ may quote unquote big up Dominicans, and when you hear the music that is playing is something that has been somewhat 20 years old. So it speaks to the fact that the music that we are making currently has not penetrated or has not exported from the country. So we chose to put the competition together to bring some structure to the Booyah to make it more export ready so that it can travel regionally, internationally.
Meanwhile, the first ever Pan in the Sand is also a new feature for this year's Carnival celebrations. Dominica Festivals Committee spokesman Val Coffey says the new events for Mass Dominic 2016 are expected to impact positively on the event. Minister Kenneth Daru says the government continues and will continue to invest in effective delivery of healthcare services. Daru made the statement during the recent contract signing of the construction of the new National Hospital.
This state-of-the-art secondary healthcare institution, coupled with the other proactive steps that we have taken at the Ministry of Health, such as the recent increasing number of medical positions, and also our increase in the specializing of students in various universities across the globe, will undoubtedly provide an enabling environment for the effective delivery of healthcare services, while strengthening our ability to respond more effectively to the challenges associated with the provision of quality healthcare.
The Health Minister thanked the Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit for his devotion in pursuing and securing funds for the construction of the new National Hospital. Construction work is expected to begin in the first quarter of this year. A major drug seizure was conducted by the Drug Squad section of the Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force in Stock Farm. During his court appearance, Anthony John Baptist of Stock Farm pleaded not guilty to possession of cocaine with intent to distribute. John Baptist was denied bail and remanded. His trial is set for April. The investigation is ongoing. Many Dominicans have taken to social media expressing their satisfaction following the death of notorious criminal Kurt James, better known as Shaba, over the weekend. According to the Antigua Observer, James was shot dead during a mid-morning shootout with the police in his apartment in Carlisle. James, who is well known to local law enforcement authorities for various crimes committed including burglary, rape, and sexual misconduct, was wanted here by police after a bench warrant was earlier last year issued for his arrest when he failed to show up in court on charges of alleged sexual conduct. While local police could not locate James, he was able to travel to Barbados and then to Antigua, where he was shot. Antiguan police officers were in search of James in connection with possible crimes committed while on the island. However, upon arrival at his apartment, he allegedly opened fire on the police when they announced their presence. Following the shootout, police officers entered James's apartment, where they reportedly recovered 2 handguns. Also in the news, on New Year's Day, parliamentary representative for the Petite-Savane constituency, Kenneth Daru, stated in an official Facebook post that he would like to disassociate himself from the decision or decisions leading to the recent sad state of affairs at the Mount Carmel home at Mont Daniel, where a number of senior citizens have been housed since being evacuated from their homes in Petite-Savane, following the passage of Tropical Storm Erica, which devastated our beloved community. He continued, although your parliamentary representative, who has vowed to see you through this tragedy, had absolutely no part to play in the manner in which this was managed and handled, and is just as enraged and frustrated as you are, his dearest constituents, he would like to apologize for the emotional distress that you would have endured the past couple of days. We have made a commitment to assist all the inmates of the home in finding housing as quickly as possible, and relatives are asked to contact myself or any member of the committee to discuss any issues which may arise. Dr. Kenneth Daru assured that he will do all in his effort to guarantee that his people and the whole of Dominica are safe, wishing all a happy new year. Up next is Ali and Christopher with this evening's sports report.
Welcome to today's Sport Report with me. I am Alan Christopher. The sport is right up next. We begin today's Sport Report with some football action. The second transfer window of the season is now opened and expected to close on January 31st. Teams and clubs willing to transfer players should do so before the transfer window shuts. After a short break for the holiday season, a number of matches are back on in the DFA Division 1 League. On Wednesday, the Wayne George Academy will take on East Central at 5 p.m. in the first match of a double-header at the Brewery Playing Field in Point Michel, while at 7 p.m. it will be Grand Fond Young Boys versus Trafalgar Football Club. On Thursday, Mahusuka Strikers will come up against Glanville Renegades at the Benjamin's Park in Portsmouth, while at the Brewery Playing Field, Kenfield Football Club will battle Element Agency's LA Stars. Both matches begin at 6 p.m. On Friday, Nemesis United will take on Wacky Rollers at the Benjamin's Park from Portsmouth from 6 p.m., while in a doubleheader at the Brewery Playing Field, All Saints Football Club will come up against RIC Kensborough at 5 p.m. to be followed by RC Doctors and Golly Dream Team at 7 p.m. In more football-related stories, action returns to the Windsor Park Sports Stadium this weekend in the DFA Flow Premier League. On Saturday, Sideman Middleham United will take on Caribbean Cool Harlem United from 3 p.m. in the first match of a doubleheader to be followed by Bath State Football Club versus Malta India Icons Football Club at 5 p.m. In another doubleheader on Sunday, defending champions Kyrie FM Exodus Football Club will come up against Northern Concrete and Steel Bombers from 3 p.m. while at 5 p.m. league leaders Dublin Football Club will battle Sagicor Southeast. Only 11.2 overs were possible in Day 2's play of the third test as West Indies reached 248 for 7 from 86.2 overs when umpires decided that no further play was possible. Carlos Brathwaite went past a brisk half-century in the short period. Brathwaite, who was 35 on the overnight, smashed two massive 60s over cover and deep square leg in one of James Paddison's over on his way to an entertaining 69 after lunch. However, the Australian pacer had his revenge, going past Brathwaite's defense to bowl him in what was to be the penultimate over of the day. Brathwaite's 69 came off 71 balls and comprised 7 fours and 4 sixes. Dennis Ramdin, who was 23 when the day started, was on 30, and Kima Roach yet to score when the day ended. On the first day, which was also affected by the weather, opener Craig Brathwaite's stubborn 85 took West Indies to 207 for 6. Still in cricket, defending champions of the Nagico Super 50, the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force have it all to do if they are going to repeat this season, and interestingly, the weather is what may prove their undoing. The Red Force have not had the practice matches ahead of the January 7th start they were hoping for because rain at this time of the year have made playing impossible. Cricket Operations Officer at the Trinidad and Tobago Board has labelled the loss of the practice games and key players a setback. The Red Force are in Group A along with the Barbados Pride, the Jamaica Scorpions and ICC Americas. Super 50 has two groups. The second group, Group B, is made up of the Leeward Islands Hurricanes, Windward Island Volcanoes, Combined Campuses and Colleges, and Marooners and the Guyana Jaguars. And that concludes the Primetime Sport Report for today. I am Alan Christopher saying goodbye.
Thank you, Allian. Stay tuned for the weather report coming up next.
This evening, the area is partly cloudy and warm with a few showering spots. Temperatures are in the highs of 82 degrees with a low of 77. Humidity is at 79% with a 40% chance of rain in the area. Sea conditions are moderate in open waters with waves up to 7 to 8 feet. Winds are moving east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly with a decrease of 15 to 40 kilometers per hour. The sun rose at 6:33 a.m. and will set at 5:48 p.m. Now for the weather synopsis. The Atlantic high-pressure system will continue to dominate conditions across the region. Occasional cloudiness and scattered showers are likely across parts of the island chain, mainly during the cooler late night to early morning period. Moderate sea conditions are expected during the next 24 to 48 hours, with waves peaking near 8 feet. All users of the sea, particularly on the eastern coast, should continue to exercise caution. Let's take a quick look at the weather updates for tomorrow. Tuesday will also be partly sunny. Temperatures will be in the highs of 83 degrees with a low of 76. Humidity will decrease to 76% with a 25% chance of rain in the area. Meanwhile, sea conditions will be moderate in open waters with waves up to 7 to 8 feet. Winds will also be moving east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 15 to 40 kilometers per hour. Sunrise will be at 6:33 a.m. and will set at 5:49 p.m. And for the forecast for the days ahead, on Wednesday, the area will be identical with Tuesday, partly sunny with a shower. Temperatures will be 82 degrees high and a low of also 76 degrees. Humidity will be at 75% with only a 40% chance of rain in the area. Meanwhile, sea conditions will be moderate in open waters with waves up to 7 to 8 feet. Winds will be moving east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 15 to 40 kilometers per hour. Sunrise will be at 6:34 a.m. and will set at 5:49 p.m. Let's take a quick look at Thursday. Thursday will also be partly sunny with a shower in places. Temperatures will change to 82 degrees high with a low of 76 degrees. Humidity will be at 75% with a 40% chance of rain in the area. Meanwhile, sea conditions will be moderate in open waters with waves up to 7 to 8 feet. Winds will be moving east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly, also at 15 to 40 kilometers per hour. Sunrise will be at 6:34 a.m. and will set at 5:59 p.m. And that's all for your weather update for this evening. Thank you for watching.
That's all for Primetime News. I am Sheena Harry. Good night.